What is good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Late Night Lime, where conversations have no boundaries. I am P, and that's Mr. 12 over there. How's it going today?
Good. Yeah, man.
Well, it's
Yeah, man.
Tuesday. It's been
Tuesday.
a long weekend. A
Well,
lot
it's
of
the
things have
start of
been
the
going
week.
on. Huh?
Long weekend for you.
Um, it seemed that way. At least since the last show, we've been having a lot of stuff going on,
Okay.
so it's been busy. But you know what though? I kind of stayed away from the media a lot this week. I didn't indulge like I used to. I feel like sometimes you got to give yourself a break,
I agree.
So I didn't indulge a lot this week with a lot of the stuff going on and overseas. I just stayed in my house, mind my business, got some rest, and that was it.
I understand. The like for example, I know they try to rush the ballroom, bro.
Yeah, yeah, and they trying to get to brothers. You know what I'm saying? This one had a little smidge of melanin in him, so
Yeah.
but it
I
was
don't
funny.
know.
The video was funny. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But at
I
the
don't
end of the
understand why though. I don't understand why.
well, it's gonna come out. I think he got charged in court today, and I guess they say he's gone radical. But if you look his background, this man has a clean record, great career. So I don't know. Um, what up, Gavin? So you think this is another setup?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know because it's crazy, yo. To me, why would a person of such intelligence do that? You get what I'm
Right.
trying to say? But then
Exactly.
again, you ask yourself these questions like you see it on both sides. You see highly educated people risk it all over nothing. You get what I'm trying to say?
Of course. But why? Do you think it's another cover up? Like and when I say cover up, I mean setup. It was set up to basically
Like a fall, right? A fall?
right. Like he's gonna probably disappear from the media just like all the other ones have. You don't hear anything about it. They kind of like been silenced.
Yeah. What's up? What's
So
up? Mari? What's
but
up?
it's crazy though. You got to wonder because some people don't believe that earlobe could hold that much blood.
No, I think that one was close, man. That one was close. That one was
Yeah,
close. I
but
ain't gonna
was it
lie.
real? We not saying it wasn't close.
Bruh, that's too close for comfort, bruh. Too close for comfort.
Well, he survived it and got back in office, but now this is getting frequent now. But you know what though? He's been putting a lot of people on ease. They haven't been sleeping well. So
Who's that?
Trump,
Who been putting on ease?
people that's charging the what you think they doing? You think a sane person that's okay is doing that? Like charging like that when you watch the video, it's just hilarious. It looks
Yeah,
so
I
funny.
was trying to figure out what he was trying to do because it's
He
like
was
he had to.
and that's what don't make sense to me. Why would you run past them like that, not thinking they're gonna react fast?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a quick reaction.
trust me. I was like, that made no sense, bro. No sense. Yeah, but they gonna redo it again though. But I don't understand. It's like, oh man, these
And
people
from what
don't
they
know they in
say, this is the
America.
first one he has been to since he was president.
Who?
He's Trump. He's never gone to these. He normally don't
Yeah,
go.
that's true.
He
That's true.
normally doesn't go.
Yeah.
But the way the guy got in was kind of weird too because he was able to book a room there prior to the event even happening. And that's how he was able to get in the facility. He was a guest staying in the
Wow.
hotel.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm sure anytime you have an incident like this is going to change the way things go on in the future.
Yeah, definitely,
You
definitely.
know, they're definitely going to screen a lot more people that's going to be staying there during an event
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
You know, but it's
definitely.
it's definitely weird though. But that's it, man. I mean, other than that, we got the NFL draft just finished up.
Any good names in the
Depending on
NFL?
who you, huh?
Any good names that popped up?
I mean, a lot of people say the draft wasn't that popular this year, but you're gonna get players in every draft. You don't know how players gonna pan out. But I thought my team had a good draft.
Okay.
Patriots had a good draft for the most part. But y'all got other problems.
Yeah.
Y'all got head coach Diana Rossini problems over there in New England. Boy. Hey, he actually missed the draft because he had to go to therapy.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, that's some messy stuff right there.
I don't know the news. I don't know the news. I've been staying away from it a little bit.
Well, Diana Rossini's well, she used to work for the City Athletic, one of these newspaper place, and I guess she was sleeping with him
Okay.
to gain information, and I mean whatever it is, they had a relationship. But he's married and she's married, so there's a problem. But people actually got footage of them at like a spa when they were out at these things and recorded them, and so we're living a cold world out here. It ain't as bad as the concert one there with the
Yeah, the
CEO.
CEO.
But let's get ready to jump in, man. I'm pretty sure we got some exciting clips tonight to check out. Make sure y'all leave y'all comments below. Let me know how y'all feeling.
Yeah, hit
And
the
how y'all
thumbs up
think
with the
about.
like.
Yeah, I mean, of course. If y'all here, y'all like us, y'all want more people to see our videos, hit the like button. We're going to jump into some clips, and we appreciate y'all commentary as well. So let us know how y'all feel.
Here we go. So, all right, let's hop into the first one.
User.
I have 6 kids by 6 different men, and if one of the baby daddies wants to come to pick up their biological child and take them anywhere, he has to take the rest of the 5 siblings with him. I recently made a video that everybody's tripping out about, and I stated that my baby daddy wanted to take his child to Magic Kingdom and refused to take the rest of the 5 with them. And I've stated time and time again that I don't care where the baby daddy is taking the child to. You're going to take the rest of them with you because it is not fair that one goes to have fun and the rest have to stay home. And no, I'm not the one that's going to cover the cost. You are going to cover the cost because you're the one that wants to make plans with your child only, and that is not fair. At one point when we were in the relationship, you didn't mind taking care of the children, but now it's a problem just simply because we're not together. That's not how it works. I don't care if they call me and tell me the plans. I don't care if they come knocking on the door trying to pick up their child. The rules still remain. You're going to take all the kids with you or you don't take your child at all. And if they come only taking their child, they're being selfish because the rest of the kids have nothing to do with this, okay? They should enjoy their fun just like their brother or sister is.
You got the banner for this one?
No, I don't have it.
Yo, this is a sticky, messy situation, right? Because the only one that's suffering in this situation is the child. The child's gonna hurt. She got 4 different baby daddies or 5? What'd she say? 5?
6.
6? She said 6?
Yeah, 6.
She got 6 different.
I think she said 6.
So, in order for you to take your kid to Magic Mountain, you got to take all 6 kids. It's funny when I listen to something like this because I understand what she's saying. Of course, when the kid come back, he gonna say, "Yo, I had a great time. I did this," but to put that on him, most likely it ain't gonna happen. I mean, some fathers probably will be able to pull that, but that's a conversation you got to sit down and have with him. Like, you can't expect him to take all the kids because I mean, this is just a sticky situation either way. I feel bad for the kid because neither one of the kids are ever going to get to go anywhere unless it's with mom.
Yeah, I think she's
None of them.
delusional. I think she's delusional.
And y'all need to let us know in the comments how would y'all deal with something like this, because this is 6 different fathers. So none of them can take their kid anywhere special, like on a trip somewhere. So all the kids are gonna grow up being mad at her. They're gonna be mad. But
So what she's trying to do is she's the one that's selfish. I'm not gonna lie. She's the one that's selfish. What she's doing is she is making sure that she get free time. You telling me after I move on, I gotta go take all your kids? Nah, it's not working. It's not working like that. Because it's like if he was to come back and ask you for something, you're gonna say no. So you're not in a relationship, not doing it. Not doing it.
It's almost like she's getting a free babysitter for a week or something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yo, it's 6 of them, yo. It ain't 2 or 3. If it's like 2 kids or 3 kids, and you're gonna be like, yo, I gotta take all the kids. Well, all right, I got that. And it's not the money I'm talking about. We talking about 6 different attitudes. We talking about 6 different possibly allergic to stuff. They like 6 different types of eggs. They like, and it's not easy. So for you to just want to hang out with your kid for one weekend and chill out and do something, you know, whether you take them to Disney World or Sea World, you know, that's bad parenting right there.
The next thing why I would recommend guys to do this is it's liability, right?
Yeah.
Why am I taking? It's like this. If I know, it's like this. Let's say, for example, right? And I know I'm not recommending anybody to do this, but if I know like the first 2, if it's like 2,
yeah,
it makes sense because I know this one and I know probably understand the father. But
right.
Now you got 5 different dudes and all dudes got different personality. She's just worried about the kids. She's not worried about the fathers. You know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like this. You can't talk to Ray Ray, but you want Ray Ray to go, but Ray Ray don't listen. And you know Ray Ray father is a hothead. You don't have to slap the shit out of Ray Ray, but you want me to take Ray Ray and he got a trigger finger.
And that's the thing, yo. If you're gonna be taking all the kids, you're gonna have to meet all the dads. And which y'all probably already met by now, right?
She's just being a man, yo. She's trying to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's
well, obviously she's not. She got 6 kids.
Right, but what I'm trying to say, she's trying to do what guys do. It's like it's that flip role of which ain't right, where guys
most men
like
will never do that.
Mothers.
Most men will never do that to their children. All right, go ahead and hang out with mommy, and they got their kids. Like that's not something men normally would do.
Right, but it got a genre of dudes out there like that. Oh, I'm with you, so you got to take care of my kids. That's not how it worked. I remember the dude, the
one with the 6 kids after they got married.
Even the next one, I seen one where homeboy was on the block and he was standing on the block expecting her to take care of his kids. It was just his girlfriend. She don't have no kids with him.
Yeah, it's just, and ladies, y'all got to be smart. Y'all don't fall for the trap.
Yeah,
you know, y'all ain't got to do it. You know, but I understand what she's saying because it would be, I wouldn't say bad for the other kids because it's not the kid's fault. It's her fault. You the one chose to have 6 different baby fathers. 6. Like you could have doubled up or tripled up. You know what I mean? Something like, but to expect a man to come in and take all the kids with him because you don't want one of them coming back and being happy. Like that one child is never going to be able to spend time with his father by himself.
Yeah.
And
that's not his
only
problem.
People suffering are the children.
True.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like I could understand what you see. I could understand if it was like she had, if it's like let's say all the kids from one guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of different to a certain degree, but I'm not even putting that on a man to do. If you got the funds, then you could do. I'm not even saying that, but once you got multiple baby fathers, liability.
Yo, over 5 is
Liability.
higher than liability.
Yeah,
Over 5 is all state. Probably
yeah,
some state farm, but we on all state.
yeah.
Now we in 6. We definitely on state farm now.
So, nah, she's delusional. We're highly delusional. Psych ward, mental. You know what I'm saying? And the issue is here. And this is something that we as people need to also do as well. How is it that she has that trust to now instill in this man that she's not with? You put off your kids on a man that you were trusting with yours, but now then 6 kids, 5 kids.
I mean, the fact that she got 5 baby fathers already tells us that she doesn't make good decisions. And I'm sure she's going for 7.
Probably.
I'm sure she's going for 7. So is she looking for free? Because you think about this, right? If each baby father took their child 1 week somewhere, right? She got 6 weeks of paid vacation.
Yeah.
See, what this father need to do, he need to get up with all the other dads and plan it together and says, hey, I'm going to take my kid this week. Let's all do the same week. That way you get to spend time with your kid. Think about
I think that's the solution right there, P.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to take our kid for Thanksgiving. You got your son, I got my son, and we good. And that way we can have a week, but it's just us and our kid. That'll be the best solution.
Yeah, that's the best solution right there. Everybody take their kid the same week.
Yeah, because I'm sure if she's doing it to one, she's doing it to all.
Yeah. That was like, we've seen this before. That was the thing with the mom with the McDonald's where the father brought the
and she told him to take that shit back because he was ordered to feed water. She had like 5.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you crazy, man. It's at this point, man, it's survival of the fittest, I guess.
Yeah, those ladies are delusional. They're holding it against the kids, not the father. The father gonna survive.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. The kids are the only ones suffering.
Yeah.
They definitely the only ones suffering.
One father is always going to outshine all the other kids. One father is always going to outshine all the other kids. Well, all the other fathers.
Man, that sucks, but that's life.
Yeah. Let's roll into. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was saying that's life, man. You don't really choose where you're born into. You just appear and hope that you came in on the right situation.
Yep. All right. So let's roll into this one.
Go ahead.
Let's see if my neighbor got me pregnant. So one of my period trackers says that my period was supposed to be yesterday. And then my other period tracker says it's supposed to be tomorrow. So I'm thinking my other period tracker is more correct, that it's supposed to be tomorrow, because I know I'm about to be on my period because I get real emotional. And right now I'm really emotional. So that's just one of the signs, telltale signs of me about to start my period. So, but we got this test and we're gonna see. Oh my. No, this can't be.
Yeah, so that was a clip right there.
So was she trying to get pregnant?
I don't know, but she was getting it in. She was
The
getting
ne-
it in.
the neighbor.
I don't know why did she label it by my neighbor got me pregnant?
No, going to see if my neighbor got me pregnant.
Right, it's the same thing. My neighbor got me pregnant.
No,
right?
no, going to see. That's her words. Going to see if my neighbor got me pregnant, which is crazy. Like, and the fact that she's posting this, it's like it's a game to her.
Yep. Ladies don't see it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no consequence, no.
Yo, first of all, right? I think
Yeah.
ladies,
Yeah, get rid of that banner.
Yeah, I'm switching it. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
I said I think some of these ladies do it for I think some of these ladies do it for I don't want to say attention, right? But it's sometimes it's like a cry for help too, yo. I gotta say, because what might make me embarrassed, I know may not make you embarrassed, but what kind of good comes out of saying my neighbor got me pregnant? Is it because he may have a wife? Because you won't present it in a weird fashion like that if
So you feel like the neighbor is basically a hidden word for what she don't really want to say.
yes. You get what I'm trying to say? Because
I can see that. I can see that.
Because it's like this. It's like she could have said any other thing. Yes, he might be a neighbor,
Mhm.
right? But when you say it in a video, you don't have to say which neighbor
Nah.
because it's
It could
isolated.
be anybody around you.
Right. So like, yo, and even that shit get people in trouble because it's like this. I could be your opposite neighbor and she posts the video, now your wife looking at you like
Sideways.
you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't say which neighbor. You know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah. It's definitely a weird video for her to post because it doesn't seem like she has any type of relationship with this neighbor.
yeah. And she got a baby. You can hear the baby in the background too.
Well, it seemed like she was in a bathroom. Could have been another kid in the bathroom.
No, in the car. You can hear the baby in the car as well. Yeah, I heard the video twice. So I heard the baby in the background.
Hey, I guess she want to knock him out right now. She don't care how she get it, and she gonna worry about it later. Some women go into that stage where they just pop out kids. They just want to have a bunch of kids.
Yeah, I agree with that one. All right, we're gonna dead that one right there. We're gonna transition.
Give it up to the neighbor. Big up.
Let's run this one.
The amount of times that I will always and forever say that I fucking hate niggers. Oh my god, I fucking hate niggers. Like I hate y'all. Like you, like I don't. Oh, we were slaves this entire. I don't give a. But like for a reason, you guys were slaves. You guys don't know anything better than the steal. Like oh my god. Like I was literally eating food with my friend. He had his, oh my god, like I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de Dios, I had my wallet next to me, like my whole purse, and those like that little small shit decided not to steal my wallet. Oh my god, I would have grabbed my heel and like whoop the out of that nigga's ass. But like whatever, right? But no or nothing. Y'all don't know how good it felt to say like out loud, like goddamn, like oh my god, I felt like I was back in the Marine Corps. Like I kid you not, I don't know what the fuck came over me. I grabbed that by the neck and I was like, come here, you fucking, and oh my god.
I think you're on mute.
Yeah, Let me take off this banner too.
Hey, that's this lady right here. Well, she's a Houston police officer.
Yeah.
And apparently, did she get fired after that or?
Yeah, she got fired.
Right. And obviously, she looked inebriated in this video. But you know what happens when you get inebriated? You tell the truth. The truth come out, how you feel. And she let everybody know how much she hate ninjas. She don't like us. You know?
So let me give you my thoughts on this. When I first watched the video, because I came across this a while back, right?
Mhm.
And even before it hit the news, right? I seen a video, and when I was listening to the video, I grew up with Spanish people, right? And I know 1 and 2 Spanish people that say the N-word and shit like that. But when she was like, I was like, I didn't think anything of the rant until she's like, it felt so good to say. And I'm like, hold on, it's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm trying to say? But
Yep.
it didn't bother me all the way until she's like, yo, it felt so good to. I'm like, hold up, because I was listening.
To me, all of that, I was okay with it till I found out she was a cop. And it was like, whoa. Are you on the beat? Because somebody got roughed up. Somebody got hit on the car door a few times. You know, like, this is insane. But we all know there are these people out here, man. But there's a lot of good people out here still. You know, it's just that this crap went viral. But you believe a lot of them hang out together?
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you.
And what makes it that she feels so free to go on the internet and just say all this so freely? Like,
because she was a cop. Yeah, because she was a cop.
So you think she thought she would have got protection?
It's like one of those things where the power went to her head, yo. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see some people get over on other people because they become a cop. You know what I'm trying to say? Let me tell you, first and foremost, yo, shout out to cops. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got a lot of cops in the family.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this.
Home.
We need cops. I'm always say like, when you younger, you don't know, like F this, F that, blah blah, yeah, whatever. Then you get older, and you be like, yo, I can't really play by the street rules if I'm gonna do this properly. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a side. You gotta go that way, or you gotta play by the books. You know what I'm saying? And they tell you if you want to, call the cops, do this. So, in my thing is like this: once you start you doing everything legal, and you go to school, you get your money, you doing that 9 to 5, and you're a legit citizen. Cops is your best friend, player.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You can't play by the street rules and try to be legit. So, but going back to what I was saying is most of these cops is like not all, because I know I've seen some definitely cops, some good cops that stand up for people as well. But some of these things, the power go to these people's head. It definitely goes to these people's head. You know what I'm saying? So her becoming a cop, being inebriated, she just getting off her chest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But one thing I do see, what was her ethnicity?
I think she was Hispanic. Mexican. She was Hispanic for sure.
I think she was
where exactly? I can't remember offhand.
I had a video, and I could be wrong because I don't know her ethnicity.
Because we looked at a video where people was talking about this, about the racism within the
exactly
culture.
Yep.
And it was a couple of Hispanic people talking about it, where they spoke about how a lot of Hispanic people are racist towards Black people.
Yep.
And it goes back to colonial times and even before that. And yeah, there's a whole back history on that. And there's a lot of truth to it.
Not all of them, but there's certain amount. Because I'll be honest with me. Let me tell you, Dominicans love me. The Puerto Ricans love me. I met some good
That's what they tell you till they go home and they papa tell you.
No, I grew up with a whole bunch of Puerto Ricans and stuff like that.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, I go to their house. It's like, oh, you Winston? Like, yeah. I'm
Man,
like,
you
yo,
will never know what happened when you leave, bro. Trust me.
I agree, but
You know what I'm
if you
saying?
go to a place and your presence precedes you, they
Oh,
got to
it's
be
no,
talking.
yeah, it's no doubt about that. And it all it depends on how they see you. If you're like trying to get into the family, they're gonna look at you differently than you just hanging out with the family.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to say. So
You know what I'm
my outlook on like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, and who else? Even Peruvians, yo. It's like they always treat me good. So
Yeah, me too. I
so
work
it's
with a
like,
few of them.
yeah, so it's like I haven't really have any bad thing. I did have one where some Mexican people came to my apartment and they broke the cross, yo. They broke the cross on the door when they were moving. They broke that shit I seen it on the camera.
Mhm.
I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm like, why would someone break a cross on the door? Yeah, they broke it before they enter. I used to have a cross on the door of the apartment for that apartment complex I got. And once before they went in, they grabbed it, threw it on the ground, and broke that shit. I was like, what? Then after the tenant, she was Dominican. She was like, it was the people moving in and the movers. And they do like, I was like, nah, it's like, it's not all Mexicans because I know one or two Mexican, but it's like, yeah, the lady, she was explaining to me, she was like, oh shit, I ain't know. But not to paint a broad stroke on all these people, you know what I'm saying? Because I do know some cool Mexicans.
So was it like, but was that a religious thing?
Yeah, it had to be a religious thing.
You probably blocked they spirits. They probably couldn't enter.
Yeah, what did they? That joke was crazy.
We put some OB upon them, or boy.
Nah, that ain't me. You can't be doing over here.
Hey, I don't know where auntie teacher, you know.
Nah.
So I don't know. They took a lot of trips back home, so I don't know.
Okay.
If they saw that cross, they was like, no, they're trying to kill me. For real, man. You ain't get no video. You got a video of it? That would have been cool.
Yeah, that was about 5 or 6 years ago.
You see them grabbing. ¿Qué pasa?
Yeah. But yeah, this one, and it's starting to bring up a lot of what you call it. I did have a video where grandma showed me that before. She pointed out a lot of that when we were kids because she was fully bilingual, and when we used to go places, she used to check people all the time because they think like majority of black people don't speak Spanish, and my grandmother was fluent. Like our grandmother was fluent in Spanish, so yo, she would check people, yo,
and that's why I tell you that, yo, like, yo, when they with you, they may act differently, but when you leave and the parents talk, they gonna say what they on their mind. The kids ain't always gonna come back and tell you. You know, even when we lived in the Bronx, we were surrounded by all Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, man.
Yeah. I remember one time grandma checked some of the management. They were like Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. And they were talking about us. And my grandmother started speaking like Spanish, just going in. Yo, they thought we knew.
And she spoke pure Spanish because she was came from Venezuela.
Yeah, for years.
So she only there's no English over there. There's only Spanish.
Yo, and she was going in, and their eyes were shocked because she told them back verbatim what they said, yo, and they was like, they thought after that day, they thought we spoke Spanish. They was talking to us in Spanish. They thought we spoke Spanish because that's how fluent we were. Yeah, after that, that the whole staff, they thought we spoke Spanish. So when we came around, everybody was like, they either spoke English or they spoke Spanish, but they thought we understood. But I was cracking up. But my grandmother used to always do that. We go places.
Yo, when I used to take her shopping, that was one of the things we always did. I was like, yo, grandma, what they talking about? and then she'll be like, "Oh, they went to the movies this weekend."
Yeah, she used to do that. Yeah,
Like all this, because we used to do that all the time. You know.
she used to talk to us in Spanish too, bro. When she get mad,
Mhm.
I remember one time she was mad. She was speaking in Spanish. She's like, "Yo, they're in headlights." It's like, "Yo, you speaking in Spanish, Grandma? I don't understand nothing you saying right now." And she's like, "Muévete, cállate," and she was just going off. I'm like, "Yo, she really speaking Spanish, English." But you know, you do that, you getting slapped. So, but let's transition.
Yeah, or rather that than that.
Yeah, I let her speak Spanish. I ain't telling her switch. You tell her switch, you getting a slap. All right, let's pull up this one.
I just went to Walgreens and had a whole meltdown because I couldn't use my food stamp card to buy this soda, and I needed a cold Dr. Pepper, and it wouldn't go through. I'm at CVS. I can't. Like, why did they stop us from being able to use our food stamp card to buy sweets? And like, I need some chips this morning. I need a sneaker. I need a Reese cup. I want a Kit Kat because it's that time of month for me, and I'm craving for chocolate. And I couldn't even use my food stamp card. I'm just having a mental breakdown, y'all. I can't believe they stop us where we can't use our food stamp card. My EBT food stamps, I can't even buy no sweets. I can't buy no fruit roll-ups. I can't buy no Gushers. I can't buy no honey bun. With my food stamp card, I'm depressed about this.
What you think
Yo,
about that?
did they really do that?
Yeah, because of the
I remember we spoke about this sometime before they were talking about it, but wow.
exactly like Gavin said, it was made for essential stuff, and that's the whole thing. Because what we're facing is majority of the people that are on food stamps or welfare are kind of getting obese.
Yeah,
It's like, think about that. If you go to a different country, right? The people that are eating good are wealthy. They're normally on the bigger side.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? You never seen a fat poor person that's starving. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. You ever seen a fat person starving? Or a fat
Yeah.
you ever seen a fat homeless person?
Nope. I seen a fat crackhead though. Yeah, he was the mayor of Toronto.
Oh, that was what you call it. I remember that one where he hit the pipe. I remember that. He was in the hotel and they got a photo of him.
So, whose side are you on
With what?
with these sweets?
Boy, that lady out her mind. You know what I'm saying?
So-
you don't see all
so-
her teeth gone?
Yeah, but so they cut out sweets like candy, stuff
Who
like that.
Who is like this? All right, so let's do the breakdown, right? Let's do the breakdown. How it's supporting, and I may not have the context correctly, but if the food industry if you're funding Coca-Cola and all of these top brands, which is all sugar, right?
Right.
Which contributes to diabetes, which contribute to the hospital. You're feeding the cycle for people. It basically, you're recommending people for their debt.
Yeah, it
You know what I'm saying?
brings up
So
the
it's
price
like-
of healthcare too.
Right, exactly. So it's fueling the healthcare system, right? Yes, people are going to be injured. Yes, people are going to get old, and so on and so forth. But we can't say that we want Americans to be good, but we giving them access to eat however they want. She is an older lady.
Well, it's not that only, but this is the given. It's like free.
Yeah,
So Sweets, I mean, when you think about it, they should be happy they're getting food, subsidized
But is it
food.
food though? Food stamp was designed for food, like he said, for
It's
nourishment. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not against it.
so it's like this. It's like me. I would say it's like, yo, you shouldn't be able to, because it's like this. Think about it. She's talking about gushes when she could eat a damn apple. She's talking
Mhm.
about, you know what I'm saying, chocolate and all this stuff when she could eat something of sustenance and be okay. She's a grown lady sounding like a 14-year-old going to sixth grade where you got to go in school with a whole bunch of penny candy.
So basically, what the government is saying, if you want to eat your gushers and your chocolate, you got to work for that.
Yeah,
Use your money on that.
yeah, I agree with
I'm
that.
for it. I'm for
Yeah.
it.
So
I'm-
I don't understand why would she get on the internet and complain about not being able to buy. Here, everything she said was junk food. Everything she
course.
said was junk. She
It's.
didn't say, yo, I could see if it was, yo, I can't buy a coffee. I can't buy like a donut.
I think they blocked coffees too, haven't they?
I'm not too sure. I'm
I
not too
think
sure.
a lot of that stuff got blocked now. You know, like even think about it. Yo, like to me, even McDonald's and them places should not even be on there.
Yo, price of McDonald's is through the roof, yo.
Yeah, it's more expensive to eat at McDonald's than a sit down restaurant.
Chili's, yo, I'm like, every time I show my kids that, I'm like, yo, it's either we get Chili's. Chili's is reasonable. I like
Mhm.
Chili's because you can still get your full rack, your what you call it, the Texas fries, and a drink
Hmm.
for like $16.
Yeah,
You getting a full meal and broccoli. That's what I normally get. That's my go-to meal. Texas fries, dry rub, and some broccoli. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't been out to one of those places in a long time, but either way, a lot of these places be taking these EBT cards.
Yeah, they used to. They cut that junk down because you remember we was talking about the EBT fraud, and that's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So you see the chain effect of these stuff starting to come down now. It's starting to hit everywhere. Oh, like out here, quick segue, the mayor, the old mayor, not the new mayor, right? The new mayor is Bobby, right?
For
Homeboy,
what town?
New Britain.
Okay.
He cool, but the old mayor, now you're hearing fraud, right? I don't fully know the details, so I won't
woman?
go into. Yeah,
I did
Story.
see some report about that.
yeah, and you looking at it, it's like, yo, what is it with these people? Well, when you in power, you can do what you want, but until you leave, you have no loyalty to
But
anybody.
what is the fraud though?
Boy, they said tax, like tax. I don't want. I can't get the right thing. It has to do with tax. I don't want to say the wrong things. I got to be mindful that a lot of people watch, so I know it's something to do with taxes.
Didn't she do a lot for New Britain though?
Boy, I hear a big thing where they don't have funds for like youth programs and shit like that. So
Yeah, but was she any help for New Britain compared to the one before her?
yeah,
'Cause I think I moved out of New Britain right when she came in.
Nah, she been there for years. When you was there, she was there. She been there for years. She been there for
Yeah,
over
but
12
she
years.
was just coming in.
Nah, she been there for years. When you was there, she was there. She been there for years, like almost 10 plus years.
I think 16.
Yeah, nah, longer than that. She been in there for years. But yeah, man, for me, on local news, I do see the difference. Living on both sides of the cities, I see the difference. This side over here, this side of town, it's not low poverty.
Yo, you know what though? New Britain, right, is the one town where every street is different.
Yeah, I give you that. Yep.
Like, bro, you remember when I lived on Chapman Street?
Yep.
That was like living in paradise. I moved 2 streets over to Pleasant, and I was in the hood.
Yep.
Like I was in the hood.
Yo, one thing I was gonna say was, so let me show you how New Britain is broken down, right? So over here, to take my kids to swimming class, it costs money. Let's put it like that. right? And if I use the address for the other house, right, it's free.
So what we doing? You paying?
Because that side of town, over there where Chapman and all of them is over there, like, yo, it's designated as low income. So that whole area, if you in that zip code, you get majority. I was like, yo, that's crazy, yo. And you can see it. You can see it in the sidewalks. You can see it, yo, on this side of town. Yo, I know the old people right around the corner, yo. They just call the city and like, hey, my sidewalk. They come out, they fix the sidewalk. Across town, you've been calling the city for almost 10 years to fix the sidewalk. They ain't even budge. But that's all on local news. Let's hop to the next video. That was a quick segue of New Britain news. You know what I'm saying? Let's hop into the next video.
I made a joke. I said, yeah, we should shut all the strip clubs down. I'm serious about that, right? I got a new song that's out today called Shut Them Down.
You want them to shut the strip clubs down? All of them?
You want them to shut all the slave quarters down? All the plantations? All of them? We can't just keep some of the slave plantations? That's how I feel. You had some slaves who, after a while, their mind got warped to where they was like, I love being here. Massa love me. Massa give me food. Massa give me a place to sleep. So when somebody coming along, like, say, y'all, I'm telling you, it's more to life than being a slave. They might be like, some of these women love being in here. Brother, let's put $1 million cash up right now and go to every first grade classroom in Atlanta and ask them young ladies what they want to be when they grow up. None of them ain't going to say, I want to be a stripper. None of them. Eventually, they get to a place where they're financially desperate or to where their self-confidence is low, and they look around them and say, well, what are people being celebrated for? Oh, this girl lit, and it seemed like they love her for her titties and for her booty. You hear me? And how good she could twerk. God just so happened to give me some breasts and some booty, and I know how to twerk too. Maybe that makes sense. And they look like they make fast money because I see documentaries come out about it, and I hear the rappers praise these type of women. So when I see this and when I know that this is what's going on, it's just like, yeah, bro, I feel like we should shut them down. And on Ray Daniels' show, shout out to Ray Daniels, big shout out to Ray. I made a joke and I said, man, let's shut all the clubs down because Jermaine Dupri can give all the former strippers a job because he always brag on how much he spend in the strip club. So just spend that same money giving these strippers a job now to not have to strip. That's all I said. That's lighthearted.
What do you mean by that? Hey, I'm say like Brandon would say if he was here. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
You know, he said he could save him. I'm starting this one off. I agree. Right? I think because I'm older and knowing what it does to young ladies. You know what I'm saying? Yes. I can admit I frequented these clubs when I was younger. But are you it's like this. Huh?
You're on your own on this one.
No, I'm being honest. After having so much girls, and see, you see when you're younger and you don't have it and you get older and it's like.
So you saying they should shut all the strip clubs down? That's what you saying?
I agree. I agree to a certain degree.
What is that going to do? What purpose is that going to serve?
His message was right.
And I know this is all hypothetical. He was
right. So it's like this. We all want to see beautiful women, right? But we don't care when it's ours. I mean, we don't care when it's not ours.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So if we look at it from that point of view, it's like we only care when it's ours and we don't want it to be out there. But if it's someone else's daughter, man, shake that shit. It shows a disconnect to a certain degree. Granted. Women are beautiful. But dang, you get what I'm trying to say? But that's why I said, like, now that I'm older, I would say, yo,
So is this an industry you think AI should replace those women?
that's weird. I don't want to see no damn robot, man. None. They ain't fooling me with that bullshit. I don't care about AI replacing. Yo, that's
This
the most weirdest shit. Ain't no AI, none of that. Because the reality is like, it's
so
like, go ahead.
so we know you can't replace that.
What do you mean you can't replace it?
Like the reason why these clubs are open is because that's what people want to see. It. People are still going to strip clubs and partying and having a good time.
It's all right. Let me
It may
present
not
this to you.
still like you may not still enjoy it because you've been going to it for so long, but for somebody else, it's probably a new experience.
Right, but granted, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I do understand that.
I do understand it's a tough job, and I do understand it could be demeaning in a certain way, but people answer the call. There's people that come in for these jobs, and it's a choice.
So let me present this to you, and this is what I was going to say. Right, I was going to say is with these online forums and all of these things, it's like this. You can't scroll through social media and not see some form of cheeks or tits or some level of nudity.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So
But
if you see it, and even with certain things, you could see, like, yo, you could just be minding your business and you see something shaking. You're not even paying attention, and you're like, damn, you see something shaking. Even in today's society, back then when we was growing up, you wouldn't really see it like that. Only way you would see it is if you was up late and you was driving on certain streets and you see the streetwalkers. But other than that, you weren't seeing a lady naked, or you had to be watching HBO where the bright screen on the screen, and you like,
you got to think. You got to think now. The way it is now compared to where it was 20 years ago, the censorship is different. You know what I mean? So I agree with that, but I don't think.
I agree with this. So trust me, I agree to a certain. You would never stop the oldest game in history, and that is intimacy.
Yeah, it's the number one.
I understand
oldest profession.
Yeah,
but that's not what we're talking about. The prostitution is the oldest profession.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. This one is slightly a level down from it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And just like how you said, like, for instance, that you could turn on the internet now and it's all over the internet, but you still won't be able to top when you actually go into a club and could have a physical altercation with someone from the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? That still holds weight, you know? And just because we're at the age now where it's like, you know, listen, I've been going to strip clubs since I was 15. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot. So you go in there now and it's like normal.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I get you. I get you, Pete. But what I was saying was,
I guess you hustler. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was reading it too. So what I would say is this, right? I know I'm not presenting a strong argument for it, but I do agree with his stance on, I know it's not going to stop people from freaking or getting around certain stuff, because the society has changed, and I'm looking at it from a standpoint of how society is today. Young kids don't know how to walk up and talk to girls. It's like this. Your point of view of saying is like, is no interaction. These young kids still don't interact with girls.
So you don't think these young kids are going to the strip club now? Some of them.
I don't know, bro. What's the purpose? What these dudes got hookup culture? They got swipe left, swipe right. And if I need to see you real bad, I pay the $7.99.
So you saying they're dead?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
No, I understand what you're saying, but still, like, there's a lot of people out there who still want to go to the club. They can go in there, sit down, put their money down. They don't even have to say nothing. Watch a little show and then leave.
Yo, I get that. So
And remember how high the virgin numbers are when it comes to male. There's a lot of guys out there not having sex, period. It's a high number.
Yo, so Pete, so even that, let's take it off the ladies. I know he's talking about ladies. Even with that, even though, like you said, and that doesn't help the numbers with virgin guys, because if they're going to a club where these ladies know the trade, they know exactly what to do to get the money out of your pocket. You think a virgin got a chance going up against these ladies? They don't.
And that's what life's all about.
Right. It's like this.
But
it's
getting
like,
that head-on connection, that skin-to-skin touch, the breath in your face, that's what it's all about. That's real life.
I said breath in your face. I don't know what that boy talking about.
I mean, you act like you ain't never had a lap dance. Come on, bro.
Right. I understand what
There's
you're
no
talking
sex
about.
in the champagne room.
Let me ask you a question. Do you need to go to the strip club to get a lap dance?
To get a lap dance?
Yeah. Do you need to go to the strip club to get a lap dance?
No.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
But it's okay. Like sometimes you just want to go and you might go out with some friends. You know, I don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I could see a 18-year-old or 19-year-old just going to go hang out and watch a couple shows, you know?
Right. And I don't disagree with that, because I'm not gonna say no, because I did it, so I know. But I'm trying to say, now that I'm older, I'm looking back and I'm like, yo, think about it, yo. Once we learn that we could talk to chicks and we could get further, why go so?
So what's a better place to learn than talking to one of these girls trying to scam you for your money in a strip club? You're gonna learn, right? Because they're the first original scammers. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
Go
in there and talk to her son.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You see, what we're doing is we're taking how we did it when we was younger. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not.
No, I'm just looking at the benefits that you can get from it.
Right. That's true. So it's like this. I agree, P, because it's like this. We know what we was doing. So, but once we started frequenting these clubs, we understand, hey, you got to have game to speak to girls.
Right.
That game translated outside of there back to me going back to school and being able to talk to any females. But these young dudes would never understand that, because that's not the culture. These dudes don't walk up and talk to girls like, hey, blah, blah, this spit game.
There's still a majority of them that do. Trust me.
I'm not saying they're not, but it's not, the culture is not the same.
Of course.
Not the same as 20 years ago.
Every generation got something different about them.
Yeah, and this is gonna swipe left, swipe right, or drop in your DMs.
No, I'm just listen. The same way back in the day where dudes be out there crapping, gabbing numbers, whatever, it's the same way now. It's people that want to be outside. There's people that want to go out, have a good time, and then there's people that want to stay in the house. That ain't never gonna change.
Yo, you know? I think they got a lot more. Well, it's like this. Let's compare it to now, right? I think with now. Yes, let me agree to this. So I'm gonna give up this position. Yes, it won't really stop a lot of what's going on, because there's more going on that could be stopped. They got the hookup culture, they got the fly out culture, they got the passport bros, they got the, you know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing too, right? Isn't going to the strip club or something like that meant to relax you and put your mind at ease, where you can just take your mind off things and relax? That's what it's kind of meant for, isn't it? So if you remove these, you're kind of taking a form of entertainment away, a form of stress relief away. You know, there's some people go there before they go home. You know what I'm saying?
Wings. I used to go for the wings. That's it.
See, you went for the wings. Nice. I'm just saying, like, I think it serves its purpose. Now here's my thing, right? I believe if no one's visiting it anymore, they're gonna just go out of style. but the fact they're all still open tells me that a lot of people are still visiting these places. Even today, it may fezz out 10, 15 years from now, but I don't see that happening right now.
True. And guys, I don't disagree. I know, I understand. There's always good points, but it's so much other ways that you can. It's like this: if a guy looking for attention, you just got to talk, because it got more avenues that's beating out these clubs.
Yeah.
Yo, it got Instagram. Yo, there's certain things on the internet and that I never knew, so I can't speak about it, but they're advertising on the social media. Hey, if you're looking for companion, hit me up. It's like, we ain't have that.
Oh yeah.
So they got dudes that would pay for companionship. They got cuddle buddies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got all of these things. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what though? We had that in our early, it was in developmental, but they were out there. A lot of the stuff. It's a lot out there. It's a lot out there.
So
but
I understand.
Even with all that, there's still people that's out there going to clubs, especially like a lot of kids in college. They're all out. They're out having a good time.
Like even in college, what these kids are wearing today is, you go college campus, chicks just got it all hanging out. So why do I need to go to a strip club in college?
And that's what I was telling you. When you go home and you see Carnival and these things, boy, you do that once or twice a year, you good.
Yeah.
You done seen enough for a whole year, 2 years.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That's why I said it's like, to a certain extent, I understand. Well, let's bring it back to the basic that we switch it. He was more talking about people being on a plantation and not being able to know when to get off. The one thing I used to like, I would say that when I used to frequent these clubs, I used to love to see the older ladies. I wasn't going to see chicks my age.
So you think that is a good comparison though?
Well,
because who is the master and who are the slaves?
Well, you're looking at when you talk about the mentality of what they were trying to say is, let me kind of outline it, right? After slavery, you did have people that were free, no masters. You take away the masters. When they were free, right, they didn't know what to do. So even though you're free, you're still stuck because you don't know any other life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't know how to do anything else, and this is what they're trying to say is like, if young ladies are growing up, right, and I was watching the next video, but if young ladies are growing up and they have futures, right, and just because they develop and they get mature and they have things and they see quick dollar and they run to it, right, because we see it with the OFs where all these young girls they get a lot of money up front, but after that money runs out, they can't get no other career.
Well, to be a stripper, don't you have to be 18?
Yeah, we understand that. Yeah,
right. So that means you should have graduated high school and you should have had some thought of what you want to do with your life. If coming out of high school, your occupation said being a stripper, then you got what you got. I can't help you, but I'm sure they had some other. Being a stripper should be your Z plan. Like you got to go through the whole list of things that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that. I can understand that. You know what messed it up for those dancers? The internet.
Players Club. Well,
the internet, because before, let's be real. Before,
I believe that
lawyers and doctors used to make it through. They get their money and nobody would never know who they. But now you got the internet and you got a lot of phones and cameras. Your identity is shot. So it's like this. You can't live that. You used to get like you see people like, what do you do? Doctor, nurse, lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're making a quick bucks to pay college, pay their Mercedes, all of that stuff, maintain their lifestyle, and they graduate and they become whoever they was.
I still don't think we should shut it down, though. Gotta
I
leave
agree.
them open. If you ask me, I think we need to open more.
I ain't gonna advocate for that, P. I ain't gonna advocate for
We
that.
need to open more.
Yeah, but even that, see, I think I was watching a segment where a lot of them were closing down. A lot of them because
What are they doing? They zone them out.
Yeah,
If
they
they're
yeah
within a certain distance of a school or a church
yeah
or public.
they started thinking
Yeah, so they zone them out to get them out the area. I mean, it's always considered a bad establishment to be in your neighborhood. They always put it like that, but
yeah.
there's some of them that's usually pretty quiet that you don't even
Yeah,
know
some of
they're
them are
there.
pretty quiet. Yeah, some of
Yeah,
them
you
are
don't
pretty-
even know they're there.
Yeah. Well, all right, let's transition. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Y'all honest feedback. If I'm being weird, tell me that I'm being weird. So today's my birthday. Cool, whatever. So I decide that I want to go to a club, right? So my brother has multiple baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And it's one particular baby mama that's always around. She damn near come to all the family functions. We was just with her on Easter, which is what led me to this decision. When we got lit on Easter, I'm like, damn, she's a good time. I want her to come to the club with us. But my brother has a new baby mom. They are together. They live together. You know what I'm saying? They do their thing. Cool. She's the new one. So I've been telling, and mind you, my brother is coming to the club too because he's going to be our designated driver. So I want the first baby mama and then him to be at the club or whatever, but they not coming together because I invited her. But I've been telling him since Easter, like, are you okay with her coming to the club? Like, let me know right now. Like, are you cool with her coming? He like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I ain't studying that shit. It's cool. I'm like, okay, cool. The day before my birthday, which was yesterday, he says, I don't know, that's kind of weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, like, he don't want her there. And I'm just like, bruh, it's my birthday. And if that's the case, why ain't you been saying something? Like, why didn't you been say that? Like, whatever the case is. So anyways, we talked about it today. He says that, okay, it's cool. She can come, whatever. So I guess when I call him back on FaceTime, I'm not knowing he's around his new baby mama, and I'm not knowing this shit is supposed to be a motherfucking secret. So I say, yeah, it's gonna be me, your first baby mama, ooh, 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 ooh. So when we get off the phone, he sends me a text message and says that his new baby mama, which is his girlfriend, she feels like it's weird that the first baby mama is coming to the club with us tonight, right? My thing is, I'm a grown ass woman. Can't nobody tell me who I need to kick it with. But I'm not even saying that in a messed up way, because even the new baby mama, she cool too. She cool people too. I don't have no issue with her. Is no ill intention. I just don't see what the big problem is. Like, she's literally, the first baby mama is literally always around. Why? She's always gonna be around. She has 2 kids by this man. Like, she's always around. She is whatever. Okay. So
Is this weird? You're still muted.
No, it ain't weird. New baby mama need to she need to catch up.
Nah.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Because it's not his birthday. It's his sister's birthday.
True.
And she's been there before. They got multiple kids together. Right? They got like 2 or 3 kids together. So she's been in the family a lot longer. She even says it in multiple times. She's always with us. Right? The new baby mama shows up. New girlfriend, new baby mama. She's on the outside looking in. If it's his birthday party, I understand. But it's the sister's party, and she get to choose who she want to bring to this party. So she ain't got no say on that. Stay the hell home. Don't go. New baby mama. That's how
I agree. I agree with that last part, right? What I would say is you got to think about it, right? Anytime a baby mama is hanging out with your family, she don't got no goddamn family. You know what I'm saying? Where her family at?
Most likely, but either way, at least she ain't take off with the goddamn kids. She
No,
keep
let
the
her
kids
take off on the
involved.
kids.
She keep the
No,
kids
that's
involved
fine.
with his family. You know what I'm saying?
That is family drama at its highest. If the other baby mom is like this, think about it, right? If the
Okay.
other baby mama is around all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna make it's like this. It's like you hanging around. Now let's take that. Let's take us out of it. It's like a man after he break up with his ex, still hanging around his ex family all the time.
No.
No, that's
See,
what it is. Because she said she's always around.
Listen, if they didn't have any kids, yes,
It
you
doesn't
can say
matter.
that. Yes, it
It
does.
It don't matter, bro.
Yes,
they got
it does matter. Because the kids, a lot of times, they want to hang out with the kids.
Drop off my kids and bounce.
Listen,
Kick rocks.
nobody ain't running her off. The only person running her off is the new baby mama. Everybody was happy with her being there. So I don't see a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Because the sister could says, hey, this is who's coming to my party. If
I agree with that. I don't disagree with the I don't disagree with the party. The sister is
and
right.
And here's the thing. It's she invited both of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's not her fault. Now,
no, let's give credit where credit is due. She did ask him if it's okay.
Right. So
But
she
he
at
confirmed.
least, yeah, she was courteous.
Yes, she did.
You know what I mean? She did think it through. And he said it was okay.
Yep.
On multiple occasions. So all of a sudden he wants to renege because maybe he finally spoke to his new baby mama and told her she was going to be there. Maybe he didn't tell her before, and he just assumed that she would have been okay with it. You know how men is sometimes, dumb as hell, but they don't always think it through. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she should be upset.
All right.
Yeah. I think she should just go out, feel the night out, have a good time. Well, who knows? They might even get along. Shit, the last chick had 6 baby daddies.
I seen that before where the what you call it, I seen that. I even seen on the internet. It was like the old wife and the new wife, they were like best friends. They met each other and they were cool. You know what I'm saying? They were cool. It was like she moved on, but she became cool with the lady, and
a lot of times it do happen.
Because I know that's why I've seen it from the what you call the Lincoln lawyer. His wife, his ex-wife is one of his associates in the thing. So it's a TV show on Netflix where
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty cool. They got a lot of I like it because they got all the classic Lincoln cars in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the one with the suit. Well, that's for the ones who like cars, but they got the Lincoln Continental. You know, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? But you know, American classic cars. But yeah, but getting back to this one, it's weird. It's weird. But
It's not weird. It's not weird at all. It's not weird at all to me. It's a real simple, cut and dry. She gonna be there. She gonna be there. Whoever want to show up. Happy birthday to you.
I agree.
I'm wondering how the birthday went down, though. I'm wondering how that went down. You think they was throwing down?
I don't think they went.
You don't think they went?
I can see that. Answer. So let's see right here.
So what do you think is gonna happen?
What story you got?
Like, think about this, right? Every family function, they're gonna run into that issue.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be weird, bro.
Right. So why, like, first of all, once you decide to have kids with multiple people, this is something that it's gonna happen. As long as y'all got kids, there's gonna be something where the kids are all and the parents gonna have to come bring them and hang out with them. That something's gonna happen. So he need to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, I think it's gonna just grow as years go by. She's gonna get used to being around them and understand, and you know. But when it's new, it's a little hostile at first.
Yeah.
But I don't say it's weird. They created.
I would say because if you move out, sorry for cutting you. I was gonna say,
go ahead.
If you move on, why you hang around my family? Because it's like I think that's weird, bro. To a certain degree, I could understand. It's like if you know the peoples and you stalk. It's like this. I don't mind. It's like you say hello, you talk to them, but I don't have a problem with that. But hanging up, she said she's always around. When is she spending time with her?
Because yo, think about this, right? He was going out with this woman, right? So you can pull that off. As he was going out with this woman, they probably went out to say they got 3 kids, something like that, right? They probably went out 8 years, maybe 10 years. You don't think her and that girl bonded for that time and spent a lot of time together?
I'm
so
not
all
saying
of a sudden now they break up, but they still maintain friends or whatever relationship they had. Because you can't take
I'm not
that
saying
back.
no to that.
And then now you throw the kids in, the kids going to see auntie. I'm gonna go hang out with her for a while because they've been doing it so long. So now that the new baby mama come in, she can't just kick her out of her life because they lived together for a while. You know what I'm saying? So the new baby mama gonna have to adjust because she did say she liked the new baby mama too. She said she liked hanging out with her. She's a cool person, but I don't believe the sister's wrong at all. She's probably gonna be the one that's gonna bring them together at some point because she's gonna be have to hang out with both of them, and she might be the bridge between. And I think that's how it might work out.
Ain't no goddamn bridge broken, bro. Kick rocks, move on.
Nah. He gotta live with this for the rest of his life.
Yeah, I'm not saying no, but all right. So let's transition. All right, here we go.
We are the first generation of women in the entire history of humanity, literally, that is not hyperbole, to be this free. We do not need men anymore to make money, to have children, to have autonomy, to have strength, to have power, to vote, to create life. All of your ancestors are looking at you right now in awe of the amount of freedom and power we have. This is the first time in history that women are dating men solely for their character, and that's why no one is dating. Someone else said that on TikTok, so if you know who it is, tag them. This is blowing my mind. You don't have to subscribe to the patriarchy. The more you... Let me rephrase. The less you do for men, the less emotional labor and physical labor you do for the patriarchy, the more we support the matriarchy. The patriarchy cannot die if we are still enabling it by doing all of this free emotional labor. And it's on its way out, baby. It's on its way out, baby. Oh my God. Like literally all of your ancestors are looking down at you. You are the first woman in the long line of women in your family to be this free. It's fucking cool.
Wow.
Yo, what you got to say to that one? I ain't even putting up no banner for this one.
I mean, she is right. You know, she live in
about what? You got to clarify.
She live in a first.
She said a lot of dumbass shit, but
yeah.
What is she right about?
You remember, she lives in a first world country, so a lot of these things she was talking about is available. You know, men allow women to, and she's talking about it, the patriarchy and the matriarchy right there.
Yes,
And
yes.
everything she said is true. Women can be whatever they want to be in this country. They can create anything. They could get any type of job they want, without any heavy lifting. They can, they got sperm banks. They don't need a man. They can go out and have kids if they want to. They could pay a man, raise a kid by themselves. I mean, she's not wrong.
P.
Not saying what she's saying is right, but she's not wrong.
Let's say this, right? This false narrative. All right. Let me change my wording, right?
Change it.
Guys, when we grow up, right?
Uh-huh.
And we get to that age where our brain click like, yo, she looks beautiful. And we see a girl that we like. You like, yo, when I grow up, I want one of them, right? But we're just saying it like in that sense is like guys' whole thing when we grow up, I want a pretty girl. I want to, if you get married or not, it's like, you know what I'm saying? How is it in this day and age you have the flip where it's like ladies get to a certain point like, oh, we don't need men? Because for a guy, a masculine guy that likes women, we want women around. We don't get on the internet. We're like, oh, you never hear guys get on it. Oh, we don't need women with all today's technology. We don't.
So what gets them to this point where they just don't want men around anymore? You think that they have failed so many situations, or that they're just fed up, or they're just men haters? It's like there's.
I was going to say this. The women that are advocating for this, to start with first, you could tell their agenda is not men. Let's be clear. You could tell their agenda is not men. You get what I'm trying to say?
Because they're interested in the other sex.
We're not saying that.
No, the same sex. They think that they should hate. I'm not even
saying all of that. Their agenda is not men. It doesn't necessarily mean that they don't like men, because they do have ladies that like men, but they can't get the men that they want. So it's like this. It's always, it's like it got certain females where they resort to certain things, or they resort to ideology just because they weren't the chosen one. You get what I'm saying? In that point of view is like this.
Spoil meat.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can see you got a lot of ladies out there that is like they don't feel as pretty or as beautiful, or they weren't the one to be chose. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of them go through this. You know what I'm saying? Ugly, you remember we was talking about ugly guys. Guys don't have this problem. Guy could be ugly. He talking to any chick.
Yeah. I mean, it's about confidence, but this is a specific woman. She's what, middle age, you'll say?
Man, that lady probably like 27, pushing 50.
Exactly.
She wasn't chosen.
She looked to be somewhere in her 40s, mid 40s.
Yeah, because guess what? She wasn't chosen. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you got to look at it. You got to look at some of these females. It's like, ain't nobody looking at that chick and be like, yo.
Hey, and we're not talking about you guys. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it's like this. Let me say this. This is a Mr. 12 service announcement, right? No. Ladies, I'm married. So never in my life have I said I do not need a woman. Woman is vital to society. The beauty, y'all presence, y'all everything that y'all have. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to hear a woman speak in the sense of like, I prefer that soothing sound. I don't want no man talking. You know what I'm saying? I could care less. You know what I'm saying? I prefer a woman talk to me. I prefer when I go to some places like a woman greet me. I get mad when a dude greet me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I am always happy to see females. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying?
I saw this. There was a guy or a woman or somebody that was asking women, would they live on an island with all women? And a lot of them were saying, yeah. They asked the men the same thing. Would you live on an island with all men?
Hell
What do you
no.
think the men said? Exactly.
Hell no.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
That is funny. But a lot of these women at that point right now.
Yeah, they about to hit that brick wall. You know what I'm saying? About to hit that brick wall because you see it. Ladies, they go through that certain cycle where they was like, oh, they tell them these false things and they get to a certain age, and guess what? This is a downside when they get up in age. You know what I'm saying? I see this with I can't say all. Ladies get to a certain age, they're living with cats and dogs and all of that shit, right? And now you want a man to be a gentleman to help you with your damn groceries or to help you lift something. You know what I'm saying? You say you ain't need us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go
You
get
know, I'm
rich
starting to
and
see a lot of videos now where women are posting videos of men not helping them.
Yeah.
When
you
they
see
spent
it.
the last 5 years talking about we don't need this, we don't need this. You know, like a lot of guys don't approach women anymore like they used to.
Yo, because ladies are weird. You got weird ladies like this where it's like, yo, you say hi to a lady, it's like, oh, I feel offended. Why am I saying hi to a lady if she look like, yo, some of these ladies look like they be straight out of movies, man. You say hi to them, they already offended. You got people like that where it's like, yo, everybody in their feelings, where it's like you say hi, is like, oh, he said hi to me aggressively. I feel threatened. I don't got time for that shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why, like, when we used to live in New York, that was one thing I liked, man. Everybody just put their head down and keep moving.
Yeah.
I ain't see nothing. You ain't see nothing. But we over there on 5th and 4th.
Yeah. All right, let's transition to the next slide. Let's see what we got.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's run this one.
So before work last night, I go into the grocery store. I pass one of the aisles. I see an attractive guy. I keep it pushing. I gotta get to work. Go to the produce section. As I'm walking out, that same attractive guy is heading towards the produce section. We pass each other. He goes, hey, how are you? I said, I'm good. How are you? He goes, oh my God, you're so attractive. Are you single? I said, yes. So he's on the phone with one of his homeboys. He's like fumbling on the phone. You know, I don't know what he's doing. He's like, I don't know. But anyways, so I didn't have any time to waste. I go ahead and I give him my phone. He puts his number in. He goes, I look forward to hearing from you. So by the time I make it to work, he's already texted. He's like, oh, it was nice meeting you. This is that and the third. Cool. So he goes, tell me about yourself. 35, no kids. You know, I give him the whole spiel, whatever. So he tells me about himself. And the last part of that text message, he said, I live a quiet, reserved life in the streets, but behind closed doors with the right person, I have a wild side. Here we fucking go. I change the subject. I start talking about traveling, you know, whatever. So I don't see what he replies back. I go into work. By the time I make it out of work this morning, he had responded to, you know, my text message about traveling. And so he has this long text message, you know, whatever. The very last text message that he sends to me is, tell me more about yourself. Tell me about your likes, your hobbies, your dislikes. Also tell me about your fantasies and your fetishes. What in the fuck? I get off the dating apps because I kept running into creeps and I'm trying to meet guys like in the real world. Nope. They're all fucking creeps. They're all fucking creeps. Like, I'm about to just focus on my Legos, reading my Kindle, calling it a fucking day, because I'm so confused as to why we can't get to know each other and why we got to skip over into tell me about your fantasies and your fetishes. Like, ew. Ugh.
Oh, man. So with this one,
he was getting straight to the point. Listen, there's always one creepy guy. There's always one creepy guy.
Is he being creepy? Let's answer that question. Is he being creepy?
I say yeah.
Yo, they say shoot or shoot.
Yeah, but that wasn't
shoot.
That was a lot of shots. That was a lot of shots. He was trying to get to know her the best way he can.
They say shoot or shoot.
Yeah, but he was still trying to get to know her though.
They say, yo, she 35. Shoot or shoot. How much time she was in the back of the dumpster giving away? Shoot or shoot.
Well, it's clearly they're not on the same page.
Right, and that's the whole thing. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it's like this. We all know, right? And it's like this. If at the first, right? If he not doing all of that, we already know certain chicks, dudes come through, they be like, yo, what time it is?
Yeah.
That's all he gotta say. That's all he gotta say. They got dudes, they don't gotta say 2 words.
Nah.
A chick know what time it is.
So he gonna keep pumping his whatever and she gonna keep it moving.
Right. So it's like this. Why not shoot? Why do I gotta go through this whole long thing for you to tell me you want to be celibate? And you know what I'm saying? She 35, no kids, and she trying to wait till she get married.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but why make him wait?
Well, there's a reason why she'll never have kids, but she don't know that yet. But
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo,
save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved.
I think she has. Well, let me be careful here. She did everything right. Mm-hmm. I think the same way she wants him to be upfront, he was just being straightforward. She should be straightforward and be like, hey, I ain't ready for the sex talk yet. Get to know me. Because I see a lot of ladies, we're seeing this is a trend where a lot of ladies on the internet saying guys don't know how to court women. But why should we know how to court women when these same women are getting bust down or giving it away to whoever the ones that they like easily? You know what I'm saying?
Like, for instance, when she was talking about, I forgot what the exact comment he was. The first time he said something to her and she just ignored it.
Yeah.
She didn't respond to it. She ignored it. That was when she should have checked him. You know what was it
to be checked? There's nothing to be checked.
No. He had said something to her. I forgot what it was. It was in the first part of the conversation.
Yeah, I get what you said. He was saying that
she found it to be like she found it to be a little off. But I believe if she checked him there, the conversation would have went in a different direction. You know what I'm saying?
But what was there to be checked?
Huh?
What was there to be checked?
Because I believe she would have got more out of him.
Right, but she missed on the opportunity. She missed out on it because he said, I'm quiet in the streets, but I could be a freak. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he said.
Right.
But that's nothing to be checked because guess what?
So was that game? He was throwing game?
Yeah, that's game.
So she ain't bid on it.
Exactly. She shouldn't have ignored the text. She should have been like, hey, you know.
Right. So if she shut it down right there, it would have been over.
What is there to shut down? He just said he's quiet in the street and a freak in the street or whatever. That's it. That's not. He didn't ask her for anything.
No. But it's still
right. That's not even So it's like this. A lady should get.
It's a setup move.
Exactly. He ain't asking for nothing. He ain't say nothing sexual in nature.
She was really like, and when she was blushing, he just being silly. Or I think she was like, this dumbass nigga.
Yo, I don't know, but she looked like to be 35. You know what I'm saying? I can't say, bro. You know
hey, she's standing on business.
Yeah, I just think she could have responded and just say, hey, you know, I see the text, but this is what I'm looking for.
Exactly.
He could be, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a next video. I didn't load this clip up where it says the same young lady. I don't have that clip loaded up. I would have played that video where a young lady, she was just saying, hey, I prefer a guy that tell me he want to smash versus wasting my time. Let me see if I can find it. But
Yeah.
that was a next clip where I don't think I loaded up.
Yeah, I mean, that's always true. Most
But
people
it's
want
like
want to
this.
be
That's
happy.
a dichotomy of the two, where it's like, yo, I kind of like what she's saying. She said, hey, if I like you, you like me, and you just want a thing, we can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want you wasting my time. So you got two ladies that's out here that these dudes are going up against. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to try to find that one, but
Nah.
but that was that one.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, communication is key. Communication is definitely key. You know what I'm saying? I think at 35, you shouldn't be beating around the bush. You shouldn't be beating around the bush at all. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it's saying. At 35, you should have a clear plan. Like, why you don't answer the question? I mean, respond to it. Check them right there. You know what you're dealing with. Because that would have confronted the whole conversation.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
and even that, she would have probably liked him more, because if he had played and think he wouldn't know how to spin it too. He would have definitely know how to spin it.
Well, whatever it wasn't working on her.
Yeah,
At least that day. You know what I mean? But I believe she's skipping pieces of conversation too.
But he should have known too. He should have known, because it do have ladies. It do have ladies that thinks guy is attractive, but they're not interested in sex. It do have that. It got some ladies that are not interested in sex. And if that's one of them ladies, he should be known, because if you don't want to think, you keep it, because that's the thing for most guys. You don't want to waste your time. You got some ladies like, oh, waiting for marriage, and you got some ladies that are just not into intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It's the last thing on their list. Last thing on their list. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's roll to the next clip.
Go ahead.
Well, you have some. And I said, well, do we have black people working for it? He said, yeah. I said, how many? He said, 2. And I said, you're telling me we can't find 60 black engineers? Well, yeah. And see, that's where that comment that got me into so much trouble forced me to look at myself as the richest black man since Mansa Musa, right? With multiple tech companies. And where am I kicking the tires inside of my own company to ensure that I'm hiring my people? Because Chinese people hire Chinese people, and Jewish people hire Jewish people, and Catholics hire Catholics, right? But with blacks, we'll give our company to Bernard Arnault. We'll give our company to Mark Zuckerberg. We'll give our company away. And it would almost come off as anti-Semitic if I hadn't crossed that gun line so far to say, hey, I have to go and ensure that I'm hiring the brightest black minds to my black-owned tech company. You know, Kamala is our never again.
All right. So I know Kanye West is always controversial, but do you think he has a good point with that?
Yeah, he has some truth in there.
I do see, I'm gonna lead this one, right? I do see this with black culture. Blacks don't really support black as much, right? They advocate for it, but they don't stand on it. You know what I'm trying to say? You would see when somebody gets something and they start to build it, it'd be your own kind trying to tear it down. You know what I'm saying? You see it in various different industry. I was looking at the next video where someone was pointing out where rappers, like black people, are the first to say, oh, that rapper washed up. But in every other genre, Elton John will perform till he about 150. You know what I'm saying? Kid Rock gonna perform till he about 150. You know what I'm saying? Lady Gaga gonna perform until she 150. You know what I'm saying? And
Well,
nobody's
that's
washed
part of
up.
that. That's part of that slave mentality.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how we came up to basically talk about each other in a negative way.
Sambo.
You know.
But I think he's right because this.
You think about it, like the one thing he said there that I think about is like, you look around America, right? There's pretty much a Chinatown in every city. There's a little Italy in every city, you know, and that's just to name a few. There's a lot of different cultures around the country. And when you go into those cities, like you go to Chinatown, everything in there is Chinese. They're all speaking Chinese. They're all have their people working there for them. They built like a community where you can't find that amongst black people in this country. We all know that a lot of them been torn down over the years. We know the history about it. You think that has something to do with it?
Yeah, I understand.
Like we as black people kind of feel like, yo, if we try and get together, it's only time before they come break it down.
It's not that they break it down. I don't. It's something I would love to see where, because I see it. It's like this. Let me make this comparison, right? Because this one hits a little different, right? If you go and you see like Little Haiti, right? That shit is run down, right? So you go to like some of the other cultures where you look at their areas, is always in a poverty-stricken area. Like if you say like a West Indian name or a Caribbean name that's in America, it's either dangerous or it's in a rundown part of town.
Well, that's where it was cheaper for most of the people to live in when they moved in there.
Right,
Those areas.
That's true, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to run down. I want to see.
No.
I want to see
Because
like
over there where the Italians lived. I mean,
that's what I was going.
Different.
Right, and that's what I was getting to. So once you say, it's like, you see, that's what I was going to go to, is once you say certain black cultures, the neighborhood is primarily run down based on, if someone could prove me wrong where you have a black culture that is prominent and they live in a good society, I really haven't seen one, right? I know they probably might be out there. There's few, but
probably
let's say if you hear,
south, there's a few down south that I know of.
Okay, so that's good. But if you hear Polish neighborhood, it's generally a nice neighborhood. If you hear Italian neighborhood, it's generally a nice neighborhood.
Well,
even
here's
Ukraine,
the thing. Here's the thing with most inner city black communities. All the junk gets pushed in there. Not just black people. Whatever garbage is left get pushed into the city, into those areas, including crack. So add that to it, and we know you get that gumbo you don't want.
I feel you. Yep. But yeah, I definitely see what they're saying, but black people need to support more black, because like he said, you see it. You go to a Chinese restaurant, you're more likely to see only Chinese.
Everybody Chinese is in there.
Everybody Chinese in there, right? Yep. You go to an Italian restaurant. I'm gonna change Italian restaurant, change it up a little bit now. Yeah, you go to an Italian restaurant, they're a little bit diverse, but
I know what you mean.
Even like.
So let me ask you this. When you go into the Jamaican restaurant,
man, you've seen everybody up in that bad boy. They hire who want to work. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing.
I seen a white lady at the Scots.
Yeah, but she probably mixed.
Yeah, she mixed, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because and
she do the mixes.
This is a great segue, right? So when I was watching ISO Speed, right, and he's in the islands, it shows us in Trinidad. Trinidad is diverse. You know what I'm saying? In the every clip that they had, like every other clip, you could see a black person, you can see a Chinese person, you can see an Indian person, and you can see a white person.
Yeah.
It was diverse, and you see it through the islands. In Barbados, when they went to the school, the kids were primarily white. Not all show, but that one school, most of those kids were like, they were like, you see white kids, they're speaking West Indian, and it just remind me, is like, that's how I grew up. It's like we grew up around diversity where that was normal to us. It's only when you come to America and you see it's like color is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But even though there's colorism around the world, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not. You know what I'm saying? But
you got to remember too, in Tobago, it's different as well.
Yeah.
As far as the people living there. But we spent summers down in Trinidad. It was crazy. And they got a lot of Asian people living there too.
Yeah.
Vietnamese, Filipinos.
That's what I'm saying.
That's moved
it's
in
diverse,
within the years. Well, you got to look at what Trinidad is. Trinidad is basically the pathway to South America. So it goes to the last English-speaking country that segues into South America. Trinidad is actually part of South America,
Yeah, it was a
they continentally drift. Tobago was volcano. But Trinidad, that's why they have monkeys and all that stuff over there. They got a very diverse bird species, animals. Y'all should check it out.
Yeah, Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago. But all the islands, man, we're gonna set up the fun for island hopping. My old lady is Philippines and my kids are that's good. In Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago got a lot of Filipinos. You won't even believe it, Trinidad and Tobago.
Because when I went down there, when I was in Trini, not last year, the year before, because I went to Trini for a couple of days, and our cousin Marva met up with her down there, and she took me to a Vietnamese place.
Yeah.
They add that Trini style to it. Bruh. Yeah. That jump was lit.
Yeah, man. The islands is diverse. I'm talking about diverse.
You know where I saw a lot of diversity? When I went to Costa Rica.
Okay, you told me about it. I want to hit Costa Rica.
Even the music, man. They had calypso music mixed with Spanish, like stuff that I've never heard. And some of these big artists was on some of these songs. And I was like, man, this junk is crazy. But I love it over there.
Yeah. The islands is diverse, man. We got to give it to them. They diverse. All right, so that was it for Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? He brought up some good points, even though he be controversial.
He calls himself the richest black person in the world.
You got to, man. You gotta love that boy. You gotta love him. You gotta love him.
Hey, he coming back though. He trying. The thing about Ye, man. He only bring up black people when he trying to work his way up. He want black people because at the end of the day, black culture moves hip hop. It moves certain things just by getting the black culture to move it. And he knows that. He knows that. When he's making his billions and he's doing all this stuff, he ain't caring about us. Sure. When he need black people, he always, doing the Diddy handshake thing up in Harlem. Because you need us to come out for you. We know how it is.
Understand. I think he was on Piers Morgan. That show was on Piers Morgan.
Man, Piers a sellout.
Piers a sellout?
He's a sellout.
All right, let's roll into the next clip. Hold on, let's do this one right here.
I want women to watch this. You see how this woman is acting on the side of this man? This is the look on every man's face when you date a 304. This is the look of disdain in every man's heart when he realizes, unfortunately, what he hooked up with.
Yo, Now I heard about this breakup earlier in the week. That clip is hilarious because he doesn't like crack a smile. What is she laughing at?
Well, she just hype. You know what I'm saying? Is anyway how you word it in these days and time, lady's gonna have a problem because it's like she's her own person and he's his own person. And one of the things with like high profile celebrities is you can't ask someone to change because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if you try to tone it down, it's like, oh, he's trying to change me or control me.
Yo, that was one of those relationships where I never thought it was gonna work. I was like, oh.
I don't be like that sometimes. Sometimes I could say that, but you don't know.
I'm gonna just be honest. I wasn't confident. I was like, you know what? If it work out, it work out. But I don't know how long it's gonna go. But opposites do attract, but I just like, yo, look at that clip right there. Like he's just literally,
yeah,
and she's not even on 10. She's like on 15. And he don't even like crack a smile to be like, do some fit. Nah, he's like,
yeah, you loud as hell.
Yeah, he ain't even like glance over at her.
Yeah, it's like crazy. He didn't want to be there. He ain't even want to be there.
And I'm assuming that was a public event.
Yep. But if you look at it, that's one of these instances where we could show you a guy that got the baddest chick and he ain't happy.
So you think, because you know what? Another thing too that I always try to get a benefit of the doubt is a lot of this stuff is clipped up. So I don't always want to look at a clip and take it in the wrong context, because I know how these new AI stuff is out here where they're amazing at clipping things, but that is definitely not a good look right there.
Nah, it's not. It's not. It's not. It only comes in 2020 because of the situation. But if it was presented in the time that it was when everything is normal, you wouldn't pick it out. But some people could look and see the signs. But sometimes I root for some of them because it's like this. They got so much people going against these people. It's like, why waste my time and say somebody ain't gonna work? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I wanted to work for these people because that might be the best person to keep these people in check, in the sense of like support them, nurture them, all of that good stuff.
I guess he found out.
Found out what?
She ain't for me.
And that don't mean it. My boy took a side route. That's all. He just wanted to go over there, play, and come back.
It's crazy how the commentator said, when you realize you date a 304.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
assuming.
the whole thing too. Think about it. Think about it. She's a high profile celebrity. She could get anybody that she wants, and he could get anybody that he wants to as well, to a certain degree. He ain't gonna get one like.
Yeah, but it's not the whole reason why it's not working is because she's always on 10.
But that's her brand, though. You can't change.
Right. But like, is that the disconnect between them, though? You think? Because I mean, even though it could still work,
I don't know. If he had, let's say it's like this, I was more expecting her to cheat on him.
Well, if you may think so.
And that's what I'm saying. I was expecting more of like, you know what I'm saying? What if she was? You know what I'm saying? What if he know? I don't know. I'm not putting that out.
I don't know why they broke up.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
Do you know anything of how they broke up or why?
I think they said he cheated.
I mean, he's an NBA player.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying?
We remember when I was a kid, when we found out that David Justice was cheating on Halle Berry, it was like, oh, how dare you? Holly Berry, and this was when she was in her young age. But these athletes see 100 Holly Berries a night come into their hotel room. You know, so when you think about it, like he's in the NBA. You know what I mean? He was one of the original Splash Brothers. You know,
Yeah.
but that sucks though. I mean, obviously something ain't work out between them, but he don't look happy.
Nah, he don't. Yeah.
And like you said, that could be her retaliating to something he did.
Yeah.
But she gonna let it be known and heard.
Let it burn. Let it burn.
Go tell it on the mountain.
All right, let's transition to the next clip. Here we go.
Bounce. Bounce. Bounce.
Yo, I'm at this girl house, y'all, and I'm asking her I'm hungry and shit. She said, go get the leftovers. Dead homies, bro. This shit is spoiled and frozen. Look at the waffles. The bitches turned blue. Bro, this is what I get for trying to be all grounded and all humble and fuck with anybody that texts me. Like, bro, this motherfucker been here for 9 days for sure. Like, bro. I need a better bitch, man. I need to step my fucking game up, man. What the fuck is going on in here?
So,
oh my goodness! Listen, he need a new girl.
Trust me. He too comfortable in there, bro. He is too comfortable.
Well, I'm assuming he's recording it. I think that's the first time he went in the house.
Bro, even then, I'm not staying.
But he ain't take nothing. He just showed us the stuff and he left.
Yo, that didn't. Yo. Let me tell you, yo. If I go to a person's house and the house is, and I'm gonna stay outside, Playboy. I'm gonna stay outside. I'm gonna just
did that one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay outside. I wait for y'all. Yo, I can't because in good conscience, yo. Is like, yo, we were cleanly. Yo, we remember we used to get our butt whooped just because we left the jacket on the ground. That was the dirtiest our apartment was. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yo, you coming over, you got stale food. Yo, I am not letting anybody in my house if I got dirty just in the sink. You know what I'm saying?
They got old food in the fridge. You know this.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the sink probably got like 2 cups and a plate. Yo, I'm not letting nobody in my house to see my house messy. Are you kidding me? Yo, that apartment is atrocious.
That's because of the way we came up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We came up with don't leave no dirty dishes in the sink before we go to bed. You know what I'm saying? We came up on that type of thing. But nowadays, like, yeah, I've seen some of these hoarders places, man. Some of these places ridiculous. Like that house was a lot cleaner than the one we saw, or was it 2 weeks ago when they was in the house? Remember that one? It was mad messy.
Yo,
I've experienced this.
Yo, I'm about to tell you, I got footage of my apartment that I just cleaned out for a tenant, yo. The footage that I got, yo, I'm gonna post that video one day. I probably got to get some people asking to see that footage. But that apartment, yo, man, this was one of my favorite apartments that I love, yo. This shit was filthy. I never seen this apartment like that, yo. Never, yo. Trash everywhere. But man, I got footage of that shit. Footage.
It's crazy. Like, you know what too? Because I started doing a video on like people that usually visit people's houses, like delivery people or like repair people, and they talk about how messy a lot of people's houses are when they go to people's houses to do stuff. And Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane. A lot
Trust
and
me.
a lot of times, man, you be having these goddamn potlucks and shit at work. Samantha got cats. I'm good.
Trust me, yo.
She got
Even
cats
the
playing
next,
in the goddamn cookie dough.
hell yeah, and they be kissing them junks too. I was gonna say the next door neighbor,
Only store bought. Go ahead.
yo, she was a hoarder. She was a hoarder. The neighbor was telling me is like the smell of the cat urine, yo, and they said they wasn't supposed to have pets, and they had pets in there 10 years, and they're hoarders. Yo, when he explained to me that they don't take showers, she only wets her hair. I'm like, yo, so where do they bathe? You got a whole apartment with a bathroom and a toilet. And they said they got stuff stored in the bathroom, and they don't. It said there's no way they could bathe. It's the bathroom is. I was like, yo, where do they bathe, bro?
They ever get them out?
Yeah. He said he had to get like 2 dumpsters, yo.
Wow. Damn.
And he was explaining to me that the girlfriend, because it was they were a thing couple, she had she was a hoarder too. They were saying that she was worse. So she left the apartment with hoarding to move into a next lady apartment with a lot of hoard stuff. I was like, yo.
That's crazy, right?
Yes, I was like, that story was crazy. I was like, yo. I used to be in pest control and stuff. It's crazy as hell. Yeah, man.
That's why y'all don't eat.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why I be telling people don't eat from any and anybody, bro. Because some of these apartments, some of these people, yo, nasty as hell. Nasty.
Like you look at even the stuff she had in the fridge, like everything was just like moldy and.
No, they just throw it in the fridge. That refrigerator burn, and those people, you could tell also by how people put stuff in the fridge. They put the pot inside the pan, and they have plates. I was like, yo, I don't want nobody like that around me, bro.
Nah,
none.
Yo, it happened to me one time where I went to hang out. It was a lot younger. I was in my early 20s. And after we left these girls' house, we were so disgusted we couldn't even eat. Like it was sick. And the thing was, they offered to buy us dinner. It was our stomach was so disgusted, bro. It was like insane the way this house was. And it was in a really good neighborhood in Manchester. Like a high-end neighborhood. It was a big house. Walked in, it was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like a bomb went off in that junk.
Yeah. You want to do one more, or you want to land the plane here?
Yeah, we could do one more.
All right, I got one for us. Gonna do one more, guys. Here we go.
Come on now, you can't do that. Now calm down, calm down, calm down. Stop it, calm down, calm down, calm down. Come on now, calm down, baby, calm down.
A few moments later.
Look at this shit. I told you that you can't. No. No. That's why they stopped lowering the taxes. That's why they stopped lowering. Baby girl, you gotta get up. Come on. Get your ass up. Come on now. Come on.
So, is this real or?
Yeah, that's real.
P.
Yeah, this is real. I saw this a while ago too. One of these clips. And let me go back to this last comment that you made right here on the last conversation. That's how we all feel.
Go ahead, put it back up. I was trying to turn that off. Go ahead.
This one right here. We all feel this way. Trust me.
We do. We do.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't trust people.
But this video.
Yo, for me, when I seen it, I didn't think it was real. Because it's like, yo, let me tell you this. My fear. The chillingest sound or the most chilling sound for me is hearing rocks hit a coffin. That don't do something to me. It's like this. When I go to a funeral and I hear that stone hitting that coffin, that shit does something to me.
Yo, I usually walk away.
Yeah, that is like it wakes me up. It's like this. Anytime I want a reality check in life, all I just need to hear is that sound of rocks hitting coffin. Boy, I wake up. I was like, I don't want to be there. Yo, I used to have nightmares where I hear the rocks hitting the coffin, bro. That's the most chillingest sound.
So, what would make the side chick jump in the hole on top of the casket?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
In front of his family, because it's most likely it's his family.
You hear old boy on the side, get your ass up.
That's probably the brother. I'm sure that's the brother, and he know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's the brother or the uncle.
Yeah, that nigga dead and gone. Yeah, that nigga dead and gone. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, like, hey, she's hurting. She's hurting. I mean, somebody that's not hurting or missing that person won't do something like this. This is not something that anybody would normally do, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, what about the fear? It's like, yo, what about the fear? Well, then again, I understand. All right, let me rephrase it. I could understand why. Because
but the thing is, if she the side chick, the family probably don't even know her.
Right. And that's where, and this is where that level of is I could understand why. Right?
Yeah, it's love.
It's love, but it's like I think she just found out. People do that. It's like when you find out like somebody that you like or love passed away and they just kind of give you the news. It's like you're in awe. It's like, yo, that it's like you're in disbelief. So I could definitely see that.
Nah, she knew. I think she missed him.
Damn, bro.
She missed him hard.
Yo, and that's to find out, the wife to find out on that day, bro. That's crazy, bro. And your kids. You know what I'm saying? That homeboy been going to church every Sunday.
Hey mommy, why was that lady on daddy's casket? What was going on?
Yeah.
Go in your room, Jason. Go in your room. Yeah, that's
tough. That's funny. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny though. I can't complain.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one, guys, if I don't know, but I can't see myself doing that, bro. I can't see myself doing that.
Would y'all do this? Well, I wouldn't. Listen, I remember one of I think it was grandma's funeral, Ma in New York.
Yeah.
Because she requested that her kids see her put in a hole and all that. Well, the dude came and all the dirt was there, and he came with the backhoe and just swung that junk and dropped the hole, filled the hole all at once. And you hear that air come out the hole and the rocks hit it and go, and it like sucked the air out. Dude, like 8 people.
I was there.
Yeah.
That was one that gave me chills, bro.
Yeah, like 8 people just passed out. Boom. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I can tell you, man. This one give me chills, man. See, she climbed down in the grave too, bruh.
Yeah, well, what happened was she jumped on the casket. So as they was lowering it, they ended up dropping it because she jumped on it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
did see, I mean, let me tell you this one time. Over there in Hartford, we used to live next to the cemetery. Or I used to stay with V. He lived right next to the cemetery. Yo, and I used to see a young lady, a young girl in the cemetery, and she used to be laying right next to where the kid was buried. It was a young dude, yo, and they just had a baby. And the chick used to be there every day having full-on conversations for hours, yo. It's like one of those things where it's like, man, after a while I just understood it because I wanted to tell her, it's like, yo, baby girl, what you doing ain't, I wanted to say, it's not right, but you got to get back to reality. Yeah. Because she was having full-on conversation in the graveyard. I'm talking about she was sitting there with the baby having full-on conversations for hours.
Yeah, that's a tough spot.
You know what I'm saying? And that's like, yo, I just wanted, and she was young, yo. She was young. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, no, you can't, don't build a habit in doing that. I didn't mind her visiting. It's her life. But it's like, if I could say something, I would say, hey, I wouldn't build a habit coming in the graveyard every day and just sitting there with the baby and having full-on conversations. It was hard to see, man. It was hard to see. It was hard to see.
Hopefully at some point she get over it. A lot of therapy.
Yo, she was going there every day. But I think once it started, I was kind of glad when it started.
Hey, it's a hard pill to swallow, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you lose
when it started raining, I think that week is like, it started raining like every day. You know what I'm saying? And it just rained back to back. And I was like, oh, thank goodness for the rain because I knew she would have been there. You know what I'm saying? And she had the baby. It was like the baby had to be 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, that's cool.
She had another baby too?
No, she just had one baby.
Mm.
Like it was a newborn, but she like that ain't no place for a baby to be all day in a graveyard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was talking to the dude. And it wasn't no like quietly. That shit was out loud. Like, you remember we used to, and it's like, yeah, and he getting bigger. She was talking to him, like telling him about the baby, how the baby doing. And I was like, whoa. I felt it for a pretty girl too. Pretty girl. But young.
Hey, it's a sad world out here.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you that it worked out, but it don't always work out.
Nah.
Sometimes you gotta struggle.
Yeah. Man, Real, thank you, man. You've been active in the chat. I want to send a shout out to BDL Real. I almost said Bradley Airport. That's Bradley Airport, right?
BDL.
Yeah, BDL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Connecticut Airport acronym BDL, Bradley International Airport. Yeah. Who else? We seen DCAT. DCAT stop by. Shout out to DCAT. Gavin. Yeah.
We had a couple of
people that stopped through.
Yeah, but y'all come check us out 9 o'clock Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We're gonna have the full crew coming back, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, the panel just us tonight, but we got about 8 people on the panel that's usually coming through.
Yeah. Show must go on, man. We must keep the show going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a good week.
Yeah.
Good clips today. I think I'm trying to figure out how we connect them all. You know, we went from Kanye to the side chick jumping on the casket.
You got your boy D. What's his D1? D1 was on their strip clubs.
Yeah, shutting down strip clubs. I don't know about that, man. That ain't, that still serves a purpose. Even in today's time where I think a lot of kids, like you're saying, a swipe right, swipe left, and they can go out and actually, it's a hookup culture, whatever. But it's still us. I think they still serve a purpose.
Yeah. The baby mama that wants the father to take all 6 kids, even if it's not his?
Listen, she's insane. She's definitely in a whole world by herself, man. That's the delusional is real. Like I said, the best situation for that father needs to all come together and says, hey, let's take our children at the same time every year. That way we get to spend time with just our child by itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and then we got hoarders, we got people like that. Y'all need to check in on y'all people, yo. There's a lot of people out there not living well. A lot of times their family don't even check in to see how they doing. And then you find out years later, Uncle Sal was hoarding cans and, you know, whatever it is, newspapers. You know, he got papers that got streets in his house with just stacks of papers, you know.
Yeah.
So go check in on y'all people.
Hey, sometimes these people don't want to be checked on, man. You can't blame it on the family. You got people that don't want to be checked on. Yeah, but with that,
everybody want to be checked on, bro. Trust me. Trust me. Big up,
guys.
Big up to Clay Thompson for finally realizing that you in over your head. Right?
Yep.
For all you know, she was probably a saint.
Yeah, she probably was. She probably was. I can't put none on her. I can't put none.
She probably was a saint.
All right, we're gonna end it there. We out.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night. We see y'all Thursday. Hopefully the crew will be with us.